So, Monica, shall we start now? Okay. So, I request Librarian Sir to deliver the inaugural address.
Thank you, Bhavna. The chief guest has joined.
Yes. 54 people have joined.
Monica, Principal Ma'am.
Hello. The principal from PGDAB College has joined.
Hello, Monica, please confirm. Professor Krishna Sharma, Principal, PGDAB College, has joined.
ठीक है, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। मैं डॉक्टर राजेश सिंह, दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय पुस्तकालय अध्यक्ष बोल रहा हूं। इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित सभी विद्वज्जन छात्र छात्राओं का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। मैं आपकी प्राचार्य चूंकि हिंदी से हैं, इसलिए मैंने एक छोटी सी कोशिश की है कि मैं हिंदी में बोलूं और इस कार्यक्रम का प्रारंभ जो है वो हिंदी से हो। मैं मैडम को उनकी अनुपस्थिति में भी मैं आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने कॉलेज में, अपने महाविद्यालय में इस कार्यक्रम को चलाने के लिए सहमति प्रदान की, सारा सहयोग प्रदान किया। प्राइम जैसे डाटाबेस बहुत ही विषय मतलब किसी खास वर्ग से संबंधित है और मुझे नहीं लगता है कि मैंने जनरली जो सामान्य रूप से लोग बहुत सारे डाटाबेसेस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं उनको इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है, क्योंकि ये इकोनॉमिक्स, फाइनेंस, स्टैटिस्टिक्स से रिलेटेड डाटाबेस है। चुनिंदा प्रतिभागी ही इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित होंगे। मेरी शुभकामनाएं हैं आप लोगों के लिए। आप इस कार्यक्रम को सभी छात्र छात्राएं और शिक्षकगण जो जुड़े हुए हैं इस कार्यक्रम से अधिक लाभ लें। मैं इस कार्यक्रम के मुख्य वक्ता मिस्टर संजीव खंडेलवाल जी का भी स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं और मैं आपसे आग्रह करता हूं कि इस डाटाबेस की बारीकियों को सभी जो हमारे प्रतिभागी हैं उनके बीच में इस प्रकार से प्रस्तुत करें ताकि इसका अधिक से अधिक उपयोग जो है वो सभी प्रतिभागी अपने शैक्षणिक जीवन में कर सकें। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं संजीव जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि कृपया आप कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाएं।
Thank you, Dr. Singh. First of all, I would like to introduce my MD, Mr. Pranav Haldia. He will give you some background of the Prime database. Then I will start the demonstration of the features of the Prime database. Mr. Pranav Haldia.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Sorry to interrupt, Sanjeev. I am receiving calls from people that people are waiting to join and in the lobby. So
No,
please
I have.
be sure that everyone is allowed.
Yeah, of course, 36 people already allowed, and there is no one is in the lobby at present.
They are saying that there is a message on the screen that when the organizer will let you in, you will be.
That's why I'm telling you, Bhavna, that all are admitted. Please.
Okay, so be sure in while meeting is going on that people are waiting in the lobby are got admitted. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. I will take care.
Sure. Okay, I'll start now. I just want to confirm, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Are very much
Good
audible.
afternoon, everyone. आपने introduction बहुत अच्छा दिया, हिंदी में दिया, but from here on we will make the presentation in English. I hope everyone is okay with that. So firstly, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for taking the time out to join this demo presentation of primedatabase.com. My colleague Sanjeev will be taking the demo after this. But before we get into the details, I thought I will give a quick introduction and background of primedatabase.com and what you can expect to see over the next half an hour, 45 minutes. So Prime is a 30-year-old company, and we started off in 1989, and we started off primarily as an IPO database company. Some of you may also recall, अभी भी आप लोग देख रहे हैं कि मार्केट में इतनी तेजी चल रही है IPOs की. But in the early 90s also, they were really the heydays of the IPO market, and used to have close to 1,100 IPOs in a financial year at that time. So we started off as an IPO database company, but over the course of the last 30 years, we've added all kinds of fundraising by Indian corporates through debt or equity in India or abroad onto our platform. So today, as you can see on the screens as well, which would be visible to you, primedatabase.com today offers extensive and detailed analysis and searches on public issues, on public debt issues, rights issues, infrastructure investment trusts and real estate investment trusts. On the debt side, we cover debt private placements, commercial paper. We also cover QIPs and IPPs. And then, reverse capital methodologies such as takeovers, delistings, and buybacks are also covered under primedatabase.com. Very broadly, our database is structured into 4 parts. The first part of the database is the alert service that we provide. Can I request everyone to put their microphones on mute? There is some echo. Thank you. So as I was saying, that the database can broadly be categorized into 4 parts. The first part of it is the alert service that we provide, wherein we inform the market of any forthcoming issuances which are going to take place in the market. The second is the entire deal database that we run, wherein, over the last 30 years, all kinds of deals which have happened, granular information for all of these deals are available. The third part of it is the response data, which is covered, wherein we track and analyze, how the market responded to each issue. And finally, our league tables, which are rankings, wherein we rank various intermediaries who are associated with the primary capital market. Couple of things before I hand it over to Sanjeev. One of the key USPs that you will find in our database is that we, have all our databases in an extremely modular format, which is available. So, across all of these fundraising options, you will find, within a particular database, there are different modules which have been created. And, depending on the modules which you want to get into, you can get into that particular module and get the requisite information. The other is that, we also update our databases on the basis of regulatory developments. As some of you may be familiar that, just to take an example, infrastructure investment trusts and real estate investment trusts are relatively new instruments which were introduced by SEBI a couple of years back. In fact, you might have even heard of these in the last couple of days because the government announced this massive asset monetization program, and InvITs is going to be an instrument of choice for that particular program. So what I was trying to say was that, on the basis of regulatory developments, we update our databases so that all relevant information is available to our users. Secondly, you will also find extremely high amount of searchability. So within each of the data sets, we provide 30, 40 different search parameters through which you can slice and dice the data which goes back to 30 years. So these are a couple of the USPs of this website. So with that introduction, I will hand it over to my colleague Sanjeev to take you through the respective databases and modules. Thank you again for taking the time out. Over to you, Sanjeev.
Thanks, Pranav. Yes, please. I think the Prime database screen is visible to you because here it is asking user ID and the password from me because it's not a IP based. As the Ratan Tata Library has already taken the access to this database on IP, the access of this database is on the IP base, so you don't have to have the user ID and the password. Am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah.
I want to add one thing in between, that subscription has been taken for whole of the university. So people are free to use from their respective colleges and departments, and through remote access also. Yes, you may please carry on.
Yeah. Now, if you see, there are multiple databases which are appearing on this blue strip. If you see alerts, public issue, SME issues, public debt issue, rights issue. Now, each database is, having certain search facility as well as the data in a different format and the search format. Hold a minute. Now, first of all, let's start from the alert. Alert means the companies, those are planning to hit the market with the, public issue, rights issues, or maybe the overseas offering, buyback. If you see InvIT, REIT alert, all these databases are there. Now, I'll just come on to the IPO alert. Here you can see the data is available in the searchable format, like what are the companies, those are coming in a particular industry, particular sector, based on the issue amount, from which city the company belongs to, which zone of the country this company belongs to. You will get the companies, those are in the pipeline. I'll show you. Now here you will be able to see which are the company, those have filed the offer document with the SEBI. Once they file the offer document with the SEBI, after a certain period of the offer document analysis, SEBI give the approval and they are able to hit the market. So these all are the companies, those have received the SEBI approval. So in the near future, they are coming with the IPO in the market. And these are the companies where they have filed the offer document, but still waiting for the SEBI approval to come so that they can come out with the offer in the market. Now here you can search the database by company name and what are the new issues are announced, so that these are the prospective issuers which are going to hit the market with the IPO or maybe the FPO. So this is basically the forthcoming information about the companies. Those are in the pipeline to hit the market. Now we come on to the public issue, IPO, FPO and OFS SC part. Here you see there are very, lot of links are available. Now the basic facility for searching the back year data, the deal wise information, you can search the whole public issue data based on all these parameters. For your convenience, let me put the period that I want to see. All the IPOs, those opened during the period in the financial year 21-22. Let's say, and I will select the IPOs. No other parameter I am selecting. Based on your requirement, you can select multiple parameters to filter out the data. Now here, for each IPO which opened from 1st April 2021 till 31st July, the basic information about the deal is here. At what price, how many shares, who were the lead managers, which industry it belongs, where it is listed, every information is available here. The beauty of this search is the more search parameter you add, that search parameter will added into the search result. So this is the basic information you get about the each and every deal which happened in the market and during the financial year 21-22 till July. Now here the anchor investor part, if you are aware about this all IPO and the market things which are happening in the market, anchor investor also participating in the IPOs, and this is the they get the allotment one day prior to the general public get the allotment.
Record the particular summary and record the particular listening of the particular others. If they are doing like this, ultimately it will help you while developing your own statements. You have to read it very properly. You have to use piece while reading and read while text quickly. You have to do that very, very important aspect. You have to read very quickly and you have to read.
Yes, sir. Start now, please. So I was talking about the anchor investor. You can generate the league table of the anchor investor based on their investment in the IPOs. They are Indian mutual funds as well as the DI and the insurance, and as well as the foreign companies also, foreign FPI, foreign portfolio investor, those who are investing in the IPOs in the market. For example, if you want to see Goldman Sachs, Singapore PTE invested in which IPOs, so it is showing you that what amount they have invested and how many shares were allotted to them. Now, what happened nowadays? The pre-IPO investors, they are exiting in the through IPO route. So basically, these are the selling. They are called the selling shareholders, which sell their holding through the IPO. So that is through offer for sale process. It is covered in the selling shareholders. Now here, this is the interesting thing. The company specific search. If you have any specific company, let's say Car Trade, it recently hit the market with the IPO. If you want to see the information about if the pre-IPO placement happened in that IPO, who are the promoter, who are the board of director, any preferential reservation is there, the money which they are getting through IPO, where they are going to, what is the use of that money their company is going to make, what is the shareholding pattern, who are the selling shareholders, what are the issue expenses occurred in this particular IPO. Now, this information about the individual company is available, which you can say, now Car Trade is a professionally managed company, so there is no promoter at all. Who are the board of director? There was no preferential reservation. the money which is raised through IPO is not going to be, used by the company, because all the whole money which is raised through this IPO was the shares sold by their investors, not by the, it's not a fresh capital part at all. Who are the selling shareholder, what share they have sold, what are the issue expenses in that particular issue, all are available here. Any question, please? Okay, let me come first. Now, also, you can see the financial detail of any company which is hitting the market. Let's say Indian Pesticide, they have recently come out with the IPO. You can see last 3 years data about their financial data. What was the sale revenue, total income, liabilities, all these details are available for each company. Now you can get the listing price data of all the IPOs since 1999. You can see it here. The companies, those are listed at the NSE. What was the listing, open, high and low close price on the listing date when the company first listed at the stock exchange. This is started from 99 and this is till latest one, 2021. So at one place you can get the detail about the listing detail about each and every IPO. You can generate. Here you can also see, let's say the IPO which opened during the financial year 2021, their price since listing. Here you can see this particular IPO which opened on 13th of July, listed on 23rd of July. What about the pricing in the listing? What is the latest price in the market after listing of the 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and the 12 months? What are the prices of this particular issue? Of course, it is listed at the stock exchange, post IPO, all these details are there. Now, you can check the issuer history of any company which come out with the issue. Let's say ICICI Bank Limited. Over the period 1989 till today, how many issues, what kind of offering they did in the market? See, earlier the name was the ICICI Industrial Credit, then it goes to ICICI Banking Corporation, then ICICI Limited, then ICICI Bank Limited. They come out with the FPO in 1991, and then 2007 they come out with the FPO. So for any issuer, you can see what are the issuances they have done, and it is available here. Now, the most interesting thing is the issue response. Like, here you will be able to see the complete detail about the subscription which the company has received for their IPO. See, for the macro tech developers, the different investor categories like retail, HNI, QIB, anchor investors, employees, how many shares were applied, how many shares were allotted, how many allottees were there, the time subscribed by individual category. So for each issue, this information is available. Apart from this, you can access the basis of allotment of any of the issue. Like I was talking about the macro tech developer, you will be able to access the basis of allotment of this particular issue, which come in the newspaper. Now, for each IPO, we have the amount collected from each city and the amount collected by each banker, the number of the application procured by each broker, as well as the syndicate members. This data is available. You can generate the league table also for the broker based on the business they have done in the market in a particular financial period. Let's say 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021, and I'm saying only in the retail category. Now, this is the league table of the broker. Like ICICI Security has worked in the 20 out of the 31, 22 IPOs. This was the amount procured by them on the application. You can click on this any of the broker name and the issue wise detail will appear. So this is the league table of the broker. Similarly, the Prime generate the league table of all the capital market intermediaries. It may be investment banker, it may be a solicitor, broker, registrar, printer, all these kind of intermediaries, those who work in the IPO market, this ranking is available. And this is accepted by the whole market. Let me generate one league table of 1st April, 30th, 31st July. Now, system will give you the league table of the investment banker. Like Kotak Mahindra, they have managed 7 issues in the capacity of the lead manager. Clicking on any lead manager will give you the deal where Kotak Mahindra was involved as the Similarly, the league table which I have generated, you can generate the league table of the investment banker with the responsibilities, syndicate member, broker, seller broker, registrar, solicitor, printer. I mean, all these intermediaries, you can generate the league table. On the same, methodology, because these all are the main board IPO. Now, on the BSE and the NSE, there's another segment where the SME can be listed. So these are classified as the SME issues. So in the similar fashion, you can generate all these kind of different searches and the reports, the way you generate in the public issue. The another part is this all thing which we are talking is the equity. Now, when we come out about the retail public debt issues which are offered to the Indian public, not to the corporate, I am talking, these are the retail investors where they can participate in the any debt issue. So I'm focusing on these all the search parameter in the advanced data. See, in all the databases, you get the link of the advanced database search, where you can have the deal-wise information. All these classification, rating, everything is there. You can generate the report. Now, in the financial year 2021 till July, these many issues are there. 7 issues were there. This is a AA rated. And this is the coupon, at what coupon rate these are offered to the market, which I assign, how many bonds, at what price they were issued, where they are listed. all information, what is the payment of the interest payment frequency, when the first interest payment will be done. And these all our details are here, from allotment to maturity, where listed company and the lead managers, all informations are you can get here in the public debt segment. Similarly, in the rights issue also, you have advanced database search, company specific, like I have showed you in the public issue part. And you can generate the league table, you can have the basis of allotment as well as the search on the issue response also. Now in the InvIT REIT, basically, if you see, there are classification of the issuances. Normal InvIT REIT issues, these are the issues which are offered to the public. The league table response as well as the search part is there. Now, similarly, InvIT REIT, recently there was a public debt issue also. It is also captured in the database. InvIT REIT rights issue also, and the debt private placement. I will come on to the debt private placement later. Now is the QIP part I am covering first. QIP, basically these are not available for the retail subscription, but they are available only for the big investor, like the qualified institutions, which is happening very in a big way in the financial year. Let's say current financial year I am focusing. Like other such advanced database, it also has the search parameters where you can filter your result. The basic deal information is here. What price, how many shares, what amount, which industry, which lead manager, what instrument, all are covered. And these are the big issuances, not offered to the retail investors. These are offered only to to the QIBs. Now in the equity part also, there is the overseas offering, where we cover ADR, GDR, ADS, GDS, FCCB, and the overseas bond. Like the Indian companies, those are listed on the overseas exchange with any of these kind of offering. Recently, we have started ECB also. And I'll show you. Of course, this activity is reduced recently. There were 17 companies are there. Like REC, they listed their bonds at Singapore, London, and the Indian exchange, like India INX and the NSE IFC recently started. Adani Port is listed at the Singapore. Here you can get the offer document of each offering also. So these all are the overseas offering. These are not done in the Indian market. They are listed in overseas exchange only. So these are, Indian corporates where their bonds or maybe ADR or GDRs are listed at the overseas stock exchange. We have started recently the ECB part, external commercial borrowing, and this is started in 2009 or recently. Data is available here. Now we have the unique database on the debt private placement. Apart from the equity, the volume in the equity segment is much lesser as compared to the debt private placement. Now here one interesting thing which I can tell you, we have a link of the historical table here. All the offering which we are covering, you can get the timeline series data. Like when I am talking about the debt private placement, you can get the data from 1995, I think. The year-wise financial year as well as the calendar year. How many issues were there? Based. You can check in the calendar year 2020, 7 lakh crore was the debt placement by the corporate bonds. You can get this data in the financial year as well as the calendar year also. And clicking on any of the year, you will get the month-wise breakup. So for each kind or these kind of offering, public issue, right issue, InvIT, REIT, QIP, you can get the timeline year-wise, month-wise, and the financial year as well as the calendar year also. Yes. So in debt private placement, if you see in the advanced database search part, you can filter out the records, the database on various parameters. Now these are the basic search parameters, and apart from these search parameters, you can add all these below given parameter in your search result. So while you get the deal information, all these parameters will be populated in the search result also. So let me do the search of this financial year. I'm not selecting any of the search parameter. Here the whole result generated. You can see IRFC, Indian Railway Finance Corporation, their issue opened and the close on so and so. What were the issuer type, industry, what was the rating of their bonds, how much amount was raised, at what rate, basically the coupon rate, IR sign, how many bonds were allotted, whether it's listed at BSE or NSE, secured, unsecured, any put or call option, maturity date, listing, registrars, trustee, as well as the arrangers. So this is the comprehensive database on the corporate bonds which are happening in the market in a big way. So volumes are much more higher than any equity offering which is offered to the Indian public or the retail investor. Any question, please?
Sir, I have a question. So I'm trying to log into the database, but I'm not able to do so. You say that RTL has taken a subscription, but how do we have access to the database?
See, Bhavna has provided a certain set of IPs. If you use, that connection or the IP of that particular band, then of course you will be able to access the database. But if you are not having the access to that particular IP, then of course you cannot.
So how do we ensure that?
Ma'am, we are from which college?
I'm from Satyavati College, Morning.
So have you taken the, you are trying to access the database from your college or from your home?
I am trying to access it from home, but I have my institutional email ID if that can be used.
Okay, have you taken the remote access login ID and password from Central Library?
No.
Okay, you please at the end of it, or you may note down right now that I'll provide an email ID where you can send your request for the remote access ID and passwords. A mail would be sent to you in which the whole process of accessing the databases would be explained and your remote login ID would be created. So you would be accessing it through a interface and that would identify you as you were trying to access the database through IP range. So then you would be able to access it.
All right, thank you, ma'am. And will you be providing the email where I need to ask for giving me the access, remote access? You'll be providing the ID?
Please, you may please note down.
Yes, sure.
It is remote access.
Yeah.
REMOTEACCESS @DULS Delhi University Library System .du.ac.in.
So it's REMOTE.
Yes, REMOTEACCESS
Okay. Yes.
@duls.du.ac.in.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Any
Okay, thank you.
question, please? If you have any question, please ask, or I will continue the here. Now, in advanced database or search also, we have the specialized report also. You can get the data summarized by, the credit rating, issuer type. Let me generate the report for you. Now, system will give you the compilation for the financial year 2021 with the rating wise amount raised by the corporates. Now, similarly, this kind of report you can generate based on the type of the issuer, based on the coupon, tenor, credit rating. I mean, all these reports are tailor-made. Simply, you have to put the period, and the system will give you the immediate result. These are, usable by the user. In the advertisement part, we have the issuer history. Now here, the interesting thing which is available in almost all the database, I have not covered it, so I'm just doing it. You can generate the industry-wise summary of the issuances which happen any specific period. Now this will give you during the financial year 2021, the corporate bond, industry wise. For each industry, what was the money raised? Clicking on any industry will give you the name of the issuer with the amount raised by them. Let's see, road and highways. This will give you NHAI, and these are the private issuers on which date what was the amount raised by them. So basically, these are the customized report which we keep on adding based on the user request that we need the industry-wise thing, and all these things we keep on doing. Now, let me come on to the interesting thing, which is the takeover open offer and the delisting and the buyback offers. In takeover open offer, whatever the transaction taken place during any financial year, any month or anything, here also there are variety of the such parameters. You select any of the parameter and put the period, system will generate you the result. Let me tell you here also the interface which we have generated for the user are, these are with the consultation with a lot of suggestions from the industry as well as the academians. So the data is available as per their requirement and can be portable. Now here all the transactions which happen as the takeover open offer are covered. Like in Titan Security, who are the acquirer? These are the name of the acquirer, what they want to do, why they are acquiring, I mean, at what price, shares, all are covered. Similarly, in the delisting offer, we cover all the delisting offer. Leak tables and the database search are there. In the buyback offer, of course, things are available in the same fashion, data and the leak table. In advanced database search, you can have this, you can search the database based on various parameters as per your need. The instant result will be generated, and this database is updated on the regular daily basis. It's not that we do on the monthly or fortnightly or the weekly basis. This is done on the daily basis. Now here we have one Prime. This is the flagship product of ours, the Prime Directory, where we cover almost all the SEBI, authorized intermediaries
So sorry to interrupt you in between. Myself, Khushbu from BGTV College. So can you please tell the summary again where you click for the summary before going to this part, the prime directory? You showed somewhere the summary that we can summarize. Yeah, where it was.
Okay, like I will tell you, even in the, let's see, in the public issue path, if you see, like there is the industry-wise summary. The links are there. You can generate any in any specific database, not only the public, in the debt private placement, in the rights, or maybe any database. The separate link is available, and I will show you that how you can generate the combined also. Like this is generated. Simply I have selected in the public issue path, industry-wise summary is there. Clicking on any company will give you, I mean industry will give you the name of the company with the amount. Okay. Now here, when I'm generating it, there's a combined industry-wise summary also. So this is irrespective of database. Here, if you put the period, so all type of offering in a particular industries are clubbed together and it is available. Like all these kind of offerings, which are the top tabs, on the blue strips are covered here. When you do the search on a financial year period, now here you see the industry-wise summary is generated. When I say, let's say 20, I'll take the road and highways. Now here you will see NHI, which I have showed in the debt private placement of OHO. Only debt private placement is there in road and transport. Let's say in the information technology software. Companies, those has done the corporate bond placements. These are the companies in the information. These are the company come out with the IPO, offer for sale, qualified institutional placement, and the SME IPO in the information technology software segment. So here you can, do a combined search also. Now, the prime directory I was there. Here, these all are the SEBI approved intermediaries. These are the other capital market organizations, and these are the other financial sector organizations. This is the annual thing. Now here, of course, on the web, it's not an annual, it's on the daily basis, but we do a hard copy compilation also. So whenever you click on any of, investment banker, see the Axis Bank. You get the complete detail about any intermediaries with their branch offices and what are the activity they did in the last 5 years. So this is not only address directory, this is a performance plus address directory. You can see all the transactions where the Axis Bank acted as the lead manager. So all are, covered here. Apart from this, it's a brief profile of the company if they have provided. Like Axis Bank is the sponsor of this directory, so they provide their about themselves, and this is done. So not only the investment banker, I'll tell you all the segments. You talk any of the segment, all the organization acting as the capital market intermediaries are covered here. It's a huge compilation. All the BSE, NSE brokers, MSCI brokers. I mean, you name any of the organization associated with the capital market are covered here. Now we have a unique database on the commercial paper, and this database is widely used by the issuer as well as the arranger in the commercial paper segment. No one in India do it. Let me tell you how it happened. See, the FTRAC is the organization. They track all the commercial paper transactions which happen in a day in the market. All the arrangers, they have to file, if they are acted as the arranger or any commercial paper deal, they have to file their deal with the prime also. So we do matchmaking and accordingly provide the credit to them and then come out with the league table. So the benefit of this league table, the market come to know that who is doing what and where you stand in comparison of the others. Of course, the market player in this commercial paper segment is very limited. There are only 14 arrangers are there, but see the kind of volume they handle in the commercial paper. Because the life of the commercial paper is less than 365 days. So corporate, those who are looking for the fund for a shorter period, they simply place the commercial paper and get the money from the market and use it and then give it back to the market. So it's a whole channelization of the fund with the help of the arranger in the commercial paper market segment. Yes, now please ask the question if you have any. I mean, this is the brief detail about the databases which Prime cover. Now these all databases updated on the daily basis and the whole database is accessible at your library.
So just one question, who handles the commercial papers basically? Otherwise, like Prime database, you name one.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Who handles the commercial paper database? You said that Prime is in line with that database. I just wanted to know the name.
Who handle? We handle the
Yeah,
paper. We handle
So
this commercial.
that, yeah, along with whom? Like you said one more name that there are very few.
Basically, FTRAC. FTRAC is
Okay.
where the commercial paper transaction happen. So that is the place. So you can get the detail about the commercial paper on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now this database is widely used by the IIM, IIT, as well as this all ICFI, and RBI, SEBI, NSE, BSE, you name the institution, they all are using this database for the primary capital market. Here, why I'm saying the primary capital market, once the company hit the market with the IPO, subsequent to the IPO, the issue got listed at the stock exchange and are available in the tradable format. So our activity stops once it is listed at the stock exchange. Now, as far as the coverage is concerned, when Ministry of Finance, their Department of Divestment, they use this database whenever any divestment take place in the Indian market. So you can see the authenticity and the usability of the database. This is the only source in the Indian primary capital market. It's not the secondary market where the transactions like the share price and things happen. We are confined to the primary market. We have another database called the Prime Infobase where all the listed company database is available. But that is a separate product as such from the Prime database, which your university subscribe.
Good evening, sir. I have a small question.
Please.
Do you also have some data for global IPOs?
No. This is confined to the Indian companies, number one. And of course, we have an overseas offering database here where the Indian company, if they are listed at the overseas stock exchange, then it is covered. So our, yeah, continue.
Okay. Yes. So could you please suggest me some database which you have, some alignment with some international agency who have some database for global IPOs?
See, you can check the Thomson Reuters or maybe the Bloomberg if you are looking for the global IPOs, because our coverage is confined to the Indian market.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So my details are available with the Bhavna also. You please coordinate if you have any question. Of course, maybe you may, at present you may not having the. But if you have any database query or any search or any suggestion that we want the data in this format, any customized report, we will be able to provide you as such.
Also, can you give your email ID? Because
This Sanjeev, SANJEEV at primedatabase.com.
okay, it's Sanjeev at primedatabase.com.
Please.
Okay, sir.
So Dr. Rajesh Singh, if anything required from my side, or if you have any question, please.
Sir, I would like to thank you as well as Bhavna ma'am, because being a researcher, I was not aware about this database earlier. But I think that those are working on Indian data set or on India, like basically Indian companies, this database would be of great help to them. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
Sir, I heard of your independent directors. You earlier, Prithvi Haldia, you people were maintaining a database for independent directors pool.
Yes, yes.
Are you providing that service presently also?
Let me tell you. This is the prime. We have a different product. If you need the information about the subscription or the subscription of the independent directors and board of directors, then let us know. Send me the mail. Accordingly, we will send you the commercials. Your institute or you may subscribe to it.
Okay.
It's a separate product as such.
Okay, I heard of this regarding that only. So yeah. I was curious to know whether you people are still, recognized by central government in that list, which provide or list of the institutions which provide directors, independent directors database.
Yeah, it is there. It is available.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So, any more question, or we close this session, please?
I had a question to ask.
Sure, sir.
As you were mentioning about the Prime Info something, which is on, I would understand that it is on those companies that are already listed, data about those companies. Am I right?
Yes, you are right, sir.
I wanted to know, there is already a database which we have been using, which is CMI's database, Provis.
Okay.
I wanted to know, how is your database different from that? Does it provide any additional products?
Yeah, sure. Because this Prime Info base, which we have on the listed company, it has lot of unique features which are not in the CMI as well as the Provis. So please tell me whom I can share the information about the Prime Info base. So maybe your university can subscribe to it and can have a demo on it.
Yeah, sure.
Bhavna, we can provide you the detail about the offering in the Prime Info base, so that if it is useful for the library purpose and researchers, that can be used also. You can subscribe to it.
Definitely, you may send us the proposal.
I'll send you.
Any other questions by the attendees?
Good afternoon, sir. I want to ask, is there any database for mutual funds also in a similar manner?
What? Can you repeat the question, please?
Is there any other? Yes, for mutual funds or different type of mutual funds?
Yeah.
Can you please name it?
Yeah, this is the primemfdatabase.com. Here,
Prime
MF database.
Oh, okay.
So this is the entirely different product where all the mutual fund PMCs are covered. We have the data available, the monthly average AUM of each AMC, as well as the mutual fund holding database also.
Okay, so it has, that's a different product. It will not be covered on this database. It has to be subscribed differently.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, sir.
What we are going to do, we will be sending the complete detail about the offering of the Prime, part of the Prime database to Bhavna. Accordingly, if you have any comment, you can speak to her, and accordingly, you can start the subscription for that.
Sir, can we do the individual subscription to that fund database also you referred? Probably you can detail more about it on the mail. I'll probably send you a mail on that.
Sure. You send, because I have given the email ID. Please send your query, and accordingly, we will share you the, you can have the subscription individually.
Okay, sir.
Sanjeev, out of curiosity, I want to ask a question. If any of the researcher is quite clear about the requirement of the data, and he or she wants to have only that data for a certain period of time, do you have some kind of different pricing for that specific data? Like if I mail you that I want this data for this period of time, so do you provide a different only specific pricing for that specific information? Because many of the researcher would not be able to afford it on a personal basis, the subscription of whatever they want. So instead of subscribing to the whole database, do you offer some specific pricing for the specific information? Because many a times I'm not into this, I'm not from this field, but still when I interact with the researcher, they are quite clear what data they want and from which date to which date they want. So that is why I want to ask this.
I understand the query. Let me tell you. On regular basis, we feed the individual requirement of the researcher. Let me tell you, if the query comes from the DU, like from the Bhavna end, this will be covered in your subscription part. Basically, you are talking about the customized thing. Now here, if you see all the tabs which we are showing on the screen, is you have the subscription of the complete database. Out of this database, if you need any customized, we can generally provide it to you. Number one, if it is from the due part, if it needs research and your the professor is from the due of the request from proportion.
Sanjeev, you are not audible clearly. You are not audible. Like you're it's not clear what you're speaking.
Okay. What I'm telling you, if you are doing a research at the DU, your professor is, the request is coming from your professor through the Bhavna and other channels, proper channel. That is chargeable. Number one. Number two, all the tabs which you are seeing on the screen, blue color, pricing for each tab is different and it is available with us. If anyone wants any specific data apart from the due subscription, we can give them the customized data based on their requirement. And of course, from the academic point of view, we give huge discount. Okay, like really we are providing, we are feeding a lot of researchers all over India as per their requirement and the individual price on the different. So this is possible. We do it and we can do it also. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you for being so considerate about the researchers. So, I hope it will solve a lot of problems.
Sir, I have a question, one more question. So I was just looking at the SME data in your database and on the open version of the database, since I don't have the real access for now. So I see the data is available from 2011 and 12 up to now.
Yeah. Because
can't we have a data relating to previous years before 11-12?
No. Just try to understand. The SME IPO start happening from 1st of April 2011 only. So
Okay.
they are because the BSc and the NSc SME segment started in 2011 only. So of course the data will not be available prior to that segment, because there was no SME segment was there. It started in 2011 only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Bhavna ji,
Jay,
tell me if we can close the session.
it all depends on the attendees. Anyone with any question? Any question from the attendees?
Ma'am, no question, but thanking you really for putting the researcher interest across. Thanks a lot, and thanks Sanjeev sir for detailing this out to us.
I thank you, Sanjeev, and you have always been so cooperative and so responsive. I think your response time is really appreciable, even to the all messages, whatever we drop and whatever mails we send. So please, all of you, please feel free to write him, and he's very cooperative and very responsive person. And I thanks all the participants for joining in to the session. And you may send if you want some, if any of the attendee wants some specific webinar on some specific database that University of Delhi is subscribing, they can send a request to the email ID that I have given, which is remoteaccess@duls.du.ac.in. Otherwise, we keep on regular basis, we keep organizing such webinars for the different databases. And through this platform, I want to also inform that for Urukun, we have placed the recording of the webinar on our website, crl.du.ac.in. So if anybody wants, can have access to that recording of that webinar, because it is quite useful. So now I think we should close the session, and thanks everyone again for joining in.
Thank you all. Thanks for sparing the time to attend this thing, please. Okay. Bye.